Yeah,
I'm gonna
then
watch this movie,
I'm sorry.
Oh.
and I'm gonna open the next episode with my review of this movie. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Leaky Lounge podcast. And last episode, I talked a lot of shit about the Meg 2, about how it couldn't be as bad as it was. The other night, I spent an hour, 58 minutes, and 38 seconds of my life watching this movie. And I am so sorry that I try to defend this movie with all my heart. Because we're gonna get really close right now, okay? We're gonna make this really personal.
Make it personal.
Make it real.
It was not good. I tried my best. There's nothing to defend. It started off strong, I'll give it that. But those last 30 minutes of this movie are 30 minutes, 48 seconds that I'm never fucking getting back. Now, to top all this off, as requested, and as I said, I wrote some notes. Now, periodically throughout the podcast,
you sound like the president, like giving a presidential address.
ladies, gentlemen,
I'm
People
sorry
of the
I
board.
deceived you, my fellow Americans.
My fellow
This
Americans.
is indeed a piece of crap.
This is a travesty indeed.
the news, all right. I did not have sex with that woman.
I did not try to defend that movie.
He did though.
All right,
He
so
did though.
ladies and gentlemen, Eric,
Yep.
Skylar, Miss Jessica,
Yep.
I'm going to start off, and periodically throughout this episode, I'm going to read from my notes, just so this isn't the whole episode. Because, there's a lot of notes. It's like eight and a half paragraphs. I'm not going to read all of them, but just know I'm very sorry. Now, Eric, if you will, you may take it away.
All right, guys, welcome to the Leaky Lounge officially. As we promised, he gave you the review.
Oh no, I'm still gonna read it.
Oh my god, dude! I'm glad that you understand what we were talking about now.
It was
though.
really bad.
All right, I'm not gonna. All right, I fucked up in the beginning. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't watch the last like 17 minutes of this movie because there was no way I was gonna watch it.
So
I
You
one
couldn't
couldn't.
even finish the
One-
17 minutes.
I couldn't do it.
Oh,
So
I'm glad
when-
I'm not the only one that
When
bailed out.
they were on the beach,
Yeah,
I just couldn't
yeah.
do it
Oh
anymore.
yeah.
oh
Yeah,
That's
it
when I
just-
left.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's bad.
brutal.
It's bad, but it takes a very sharp nosedive as soon
Yeah.
as they get to the
Dude,
beach.
the jet skiing thing.
Dear Lord.
I-
So
My favorite part of that, which was the worst, is that when he somehow spins
Yes.
on the jet ski
Yep.
and
Mhm.
the GoPro is on his face,
That's
so
right.
it takes away the entire effect of him doing that on the jet ski.
Yep.
Well, I mean, they didn't want to spend money like that. Let's relax. We can fake
So
it.
there were 9 people at your house that day that we watched
Yep.
it.
Yeah.
There were 9
Yep.
people. 3 of us made it to the end, and I think even Amari was like, you can bleep his name if you want.
No,
but
you can say it. He doesn't care.
I figured. Amari was hanging on for dear life there at the end. He was just
Oh my. We had.
What
I,
is-
Oh
was-
yeah.
periodically, pretty early on, a lot of them dropped out or fell asleep, but
Yeah.
Man.
Where Noah was, that's where I was genuinely so angry with how bad the movie was. Like usually I just make fun of movies.
I'm gonna skip
like,
to
it
the
was just-
bottom of my list
Mm-mm.
and tell you the last thing I wrote. The black dude who did karate is pretty badass.
yeah,
That's the last note that I
there's-
have.
I think that's the one good take we can take out of that whole movie. That's
now
the
I
one
had.
good-
Oh, what did you think of the Asian doctor trying to kill himself every 20
5
minutes?
Yeah, right.
What did you think of that?
I think I wrote that down somewhere.
It's like
Yeah,
this-
that anytime they're like, we need someone to stay behind, or even not. Hey, we need someone to die for our McDonald's order.
I'll do it.
He was
I'll do
straight
it.
up willing
Like
to
McDonald's.
traumatize his niece, who already like her mom's already dead.
Has some like mental issues.
For no reason.
I could not control myself of laughing anytime he had dialogue in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it is the most stereotypical Asian guy.
It
For
really
honor!
is. Too.
His
For honor!
ass.
It really is, man.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah,
go under the
nice.
water to save you. I came here to save my daughter.
Yeah. So
And I'm
true.
just like,
It's such
bro,
bad
it's
writing
like
for him.
playing
Man.
zombies all over again.
And you know, talk about bad writing. We can't not talk about Jason in that movie.
Oh, I know, man. For
Dear
one of the better action
Lord.
stars too, it's just so disappointing that he was cast. I mean, you know, he got a big payday.
Oi,
You know, he got a big payday.
Yeah. He dead ass look in the camera and go, "Oi, yo, finished."
Now,
Start knee
I'm
slapping.
I'm gonna
Like
sum
you're
up.
like, dear Lord.
Just what?
I'm gonna
What is
sum up
this?
the first 5 minutes of this movie. I think this is where I have the most detailed notes,
Mhm.
and then it just
Yeah.
all goes downhill from there.
What do you got?
So, I made a nice title. It's called The Meg 2. That's it. That's the whole title.
Okay.
It's the trench, but
It's, yeah,
I
it's-
didn't.
it's-
I didn't
semantics.
even care enough.
honestly,
I could
That's
not
fair.
care less.
That's fair.
That's called the
That's fair.
trench. That trench is in the
More
movie
like-
for maybe 15 minutes.
more like the trash.
Hey, oh, that would have been good. That would have been a good note. So here's the first 5 minutes of this movie.
Got
Now,
too
believe
excited.
me, I would say it's spoiler free, but no one's gonna watch it anyway.
And if they do, then it's like, you know what? They're gonna do the same thing as you, and it
Yeah.
can't be that bad.
No.
Yeah, it is. I promise you. Whoever's
really
I
watching.
is.
regret
It's that
every word
bad.
that I said, saying that it couldn't be that bad. So, in
Damn.
the beginning of this movie,
It's like that meme of Dwayne the Rock Johnson. It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
yeah,
Dear Lord.
It really is. I mean, top 5 worst movies I've ever seen, and that's.
Anyways,
I
that's a
wouldn't go that
lot of
far,
movies.
but-
Ooh.
So what's your first 5? What's your first 5 minutes now?
so
What
I
was-
think in the first 5 minutes, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really timestamp anything.
That's fair. Why bother?
So, in the
Yeah,
beginning,
honestly.
a dragonfly fucks up a fly,
Yep.
and then that dragonfly immediately got murked by a lizard.
Yep.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And then said lizard gets absolutely decimated by 2 bigger lizards.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Preach.
Mhm.
And at this point, I've realized the CGI is just awful.
Let's say something. Yep.
And why the fuck is there a dinosaur?
Yep. Mhm.
And why did that lizard that swam away from the dinosaur, why did he come back?
I question the same thing.
That didn't make any sense.
And not only was there 1, there was 4.
Yeah.
They saw their friends get obliterated by a 16-foot lizard,
Oh yeah.
and then
Oh,
they
yeah.
came back.
Yep. You know,
And
Oscar
my
writing right
biggest-
there.
my biggest pet peeve, where the fuck did that shark come from?
Dude, it's a megalodon, bro.
Oh,
That
when it
happened.
was in the when it was in the shallow water and came out and
Yeah.
ate the
You
T-Rex.
saw how
Yeah.
much space there was
Yeah.
between
You know.
shallow water and where it dips off.
Oh, that man just scooted.
The devil himself sent him through the Earth's core at Mach 2 to come through that sand.
I don't
just to say
know.
fuck you
It
to that
sounds like
dinosaur.
you're smoking a whole lot of copium to me. I'd like to remind everyone what the budget for this movie was.
Oh, what was it?
Let's take some guesses, shall we?
Was it? Damn. All right.
It's Price is Right rules, by the way, so no going over. Closest.
50 million.
Closest without going over.
50
okay.
million.
Noah, what do you think?
I have it written down in my notes at the end. Because I
Hold on.
wrote
What are
so
the
I'm trying not to
average
look.
prices?
Of
Like
like
that
what
movies usually
blockbuster
cost.
movies?
Yeah.
Tens
They're
of
they're
millions,
tens of
hundreds
millions.
sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't remember the price of the
Hella.
first one. I know the first one got like a pretty decent budget.
Well, yeah. Because
I'm gonna
of-
say
again, they gotta-
25 million.
Okay, Noah.
Throw a number out.
32.
32.
Oh, you guys are so off. Oh,
Wait, hold on,
dear
is it
Lord.
10 million?
You're gonna feel horrible.
Wait, is it
Oh my
more?
god, it's less?
It is way more.
Oh, stop it.
Yes.
How much?
Yes.
Stop it.
I do remember
One-
how much it was.
$185 million.
Shit.
No. That's all the CGI.
Woo!
Oh.
Want to know my favorite part about that? I know my screen went really dark. I promise it will come back. The Meg 2 needed to earn at least 380 million worldwide.
Yeah, I see that too.
It didn't get even close.
Yeah, I don't know how much it made, but
Not that.
Yeah, I'm about to say probably not that. Not that. No.
can't imagine.
Damn, that is just disgusting, though. How do you get
185
that much money?
million for dog crap.
Yeah, I mean,
You know, and I said this many times when we were watching the movie. I think I would have enjoyed the ride a lot more if they did try to play it super campy, like a Sharknado kind of situation.
Yeah,
I'd have been like,
it's kind of
yeah,
okay.
okay. It's a fun ride.
Exactly.
We get to see some goofiness. People chop up freaking sharks with chainsaws and shit. Okay, that's okay. Can't even be mad. You're not peddling some deeper story, you know? But my God.
Oh, it's bad. Oh, it's real bad.
Oh,
It's real bad. Like,
I'd watch Sharknado 15 times before I watched this
I'd
thing
watch
again.
the
Don't
whole
worry.
Sharknado
Just for you,
series.
I threw in a Sharknado thing in my work.
Oh, did you?
Oh, good.
Oh,
So it will be brought up,
I love that. Good.
and I hope the best possible way.
Oh, so something else I wanted to talk about. We can take a break from the
Yeah.
shitting on
hold on, I'm not
Sharknado.
done
Yeah,
with
I'm
the
just
first
starting to
five
think about
minutes.
all the movies that I hate.
I'm trying to-
It's making me mad.
I only have a couple more lines for the
Okay,
first 5
okay.
minutes, and then we'll get
Go
into
ahead.
that.
Yeah, go ahead.
So after the shark decimates a dinosaur for what happens to be no reason at all and nothing to do with this movie, it cuts to a point where Jason Statham's like working out
Yep.
to
Right. Yep, I remember.
the most non-workout song ever, which is Under Pressure by Queen.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wrote on my notes, there are much better Queen songs, but I guess I'll allow it.
So true.
And then evil almost pirate man dumping totally not toxic waste into the ocean for what reason is never explained.
That's also true.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
They
did
never
go back
went
to
over
did
that.
they?
What makes it better is that it says toxic waste on the bins.
Oh, you know it's high quality stuff
Yeah.
when it's named.
I was.
they
I
didn't
think-
even try.
I think I was saying goodnight to Alexa when I had walked out of the room during like that whole bit, and I was like, I sat down next to Eric again, and I was like, "What I miss?" And he's like,
Dude, nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
nothing.
at that point, I'm just like,
he
bro,
even looks at me and he's like, "I don't even understand what just happened."
no,
I don't.
because I'm just looking at this. I'm like, so there's underwater mining, toxic waste deep down in a base. What the fuck did I?
None of it
miss?
made any
Yeah.
sense.
At all.
No.
Now, given I never saw the first one, so maybe that shit was involved in the
No.
first one.
No.
No.
No?
No.
Okay, then yeah, no, I don't understand that.
he's
I don't
still trying to
understand
give it
that.
a benefit of the
I'm
doubt.
trying, bro. It's like something that's
Eric,
stupid.
Here's what you
like,
need to
come on.
understand. I rewatched the first one after, just so I made sure my notes were correct. No correlation whatsoever, except Jason Statham and a couple characters come back.
Woo.
That is it.
I mean,
And then I gave praise to the first movie for bleaching my eyeballs of the second one.
shit.
I don't know if.
Oh, Marvelous Mates is canceled. I'm sorry, guys. We had to drop
Yeah, you
it.
heard it here. You heard it here first.
Yeah, I knew he was
know
gonna
it looks.
break it.
I
He
know
was-
it looks like we're moving forward, but
We
we're
went-
not. These are decoy mics. They're not real. None of this is real.
It's actually a green screen.
Yeah, it's actually really deep faked. It's all bullshit. We stole somebody
none of
else's.
this. Yeah, I've been making this whole thing up. This isn't real.
No,
None of this
no,
is.
that's all
It's-
photoshopped. So actually,
Yeah.
follow him at Photoshop Skyler.
New plug. New account.
Your photo.
Fine,
Your Photoshop.
So no, the other news. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with YouTube drama, but Sniper Wolf and Jack's films. I don't know if you guys.
I-
have...
Kinda, sorta. I know
I
there's
read
a
about
most
that.
recent update.
Well, let me-
I have not heard yet.
So let me fill you in.
YouTube's
Okay.
not doing shit about it.
Let me catch everyone up here. So Sniper Wolf is one of those. She's a pretty big creator. 35 million subscribers.
Pretty
No-
big.
Pretty big.
Pretty
you know,
big.
Only the top 0.0000001% of all create. You know,
Yeah.
Wow.
Too big.
Nothing special.
Yeah, really freaking big. So she does React content now, but honestly, her criticisms are pretty valid on, or her criticizers are valid in what they're saying,
Oh, criticize.
because basically her reactions are, wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
She steal content.
Wow.
That's it.
Wow, like that's the extent of it, right? So
Like, woo.
there's a YouTube hero, and I'll call him that because he is one. Jax Films.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
Yes, he is. He's a good man.
Oh, boy.
He's a good man. So Jax Films is one of her most vocal, probably the most vocal of her criticizers. We'll call it.
Yes. Criticize. Criticize.
He so much so that he created an alternate account called Jax Films, in the sense of, because her account is called SS Sniper Wolf, so 3 S's. So his petty ass made a whole account called
Don't you dare
Jax
call him
Films.
petty.
No. I petty in a pause. Petty in a pause.
It's
Because
still
I
petty.
love it. I think it's funny as hell.
It's still petty.
So petty though. And
Is he like
so,
reacting to
the
her
whole
videos?
yes, he's reacting to her reactions, but in a good way. Like, if you get a chance, please check it out.
Oh yeah,
That's
listen to that.
hilarious.
It's really funny. So anyways, point being, yeah, he's been doing this for quite a while. Been critiquing her, and finally she's been pretty vocal about it, like that she wants him to stop and shit. So she on Instagram Live, or like on her Instagram story, she posted a video of herself outside of his house doxing him
I saw that. She posted a picture like, oh, should I go talk to him?
outside of his house.
Numbers were on it.
Yeah,
It's everything. You
everything,
need.
like literally everything.
Everything
to
you
her,
need.
to like 5 million subscribers,
And
like
you could
all, they
see
all saw
in the
him. So,
house.
yeah. So
The lights were on.
and I believe the caption was something along the lines of, "Oh, come out here and we'll handle this like adults," or some garbage, like a wild thing to say. So yeah,
And then-
obviously,
and then if-
everyone loses their collective mind on like,
Yeah, no
oh my god, you
shit.
just doxed somebody. Not only is this against YouTube's like guidelines, but this is
That's
almost
illegal.
borderline illegal.
Wait, what
You
do you
know-
mean doxing? Is that like posting the person's like house and stuff, or?
Yeah, they're
Leaking
pers-
personal information.
Oh,
and
okay.
even much more beyond just first name, last name, like
But
Yeah.
yeah,
posting their address, shit like that. So
like I mean, personal
yeah,
information.
yeah, personal. So yeah, he is understandably very upset. And today, YouTube has finally announced what they're doing. Let me see.
Nothing.
No, so it's been like a week now. A week has passed since that whole thing started,
Damn.
and she is now publicly apologized, loosely,
Yeah.
we'll call it, because it's basically
It's a
like,
bullshit one.
well,
but-
YouTube's making me do this because I'm one of their cash cows, and
just
I think that her punishment is she's going to be demonetized for a time period. Like her
And-
newest videos that come out aren't going to be.
only for a time period.
I'm
Yeah,
assuming that the apology.
I mean,
like it wasn't ukulele bad, but it was still like definitely fake.
there was no video. It was just a short thing on like Twitter, which is her least active
wow.
site. She didn't even do it on YouTube.
You know those things
It's
where
so
people
bad,
write
man.
in the notes on their phone, screenshot it.
It was
Basically.
It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
It's just
Twitter.
like, oh,
Or,
I'm
I'm
taking a
sorry,
shit. I
X.
guess I'll get this out of the way. It was kind of like
Holy
that.
shit. What
Yeah,
the
it's
hell?
It is laughably bad, and YouTube basically did nothing because being demonetized for a short amount of time means nothing to her. She is
Ridiculously rich. I think.
I
we could
mean,
probably.
millions worth.
Yeah, I think we Could, I think we can
Millions.
collectively say she doesn't need it right now. She could take a period off. I mean,
Yeah, the whole thing, like everyone was calling for, like, hey, YouTube, this is your chance to not show favoritism, and
and that's
There
the
we go.
thing. Like other channels have been like deleted for a far less.
yeah,
Like far less. And it's just one of those. Yeah, it's a favoritism thing. You're earning us money. We gotta take a cut. It is what it is. I mean, I get it. It's a business. At the end of the day, I mean,
I hope Jack just keeps
doing what he's. Oh yeah,
doing what he's
absolutely.
doing.
Fuck yeah. Ruin her career to hell. She shouldn't have one to begin with. She's not even again, it's not even a content thing. It's just someone who's mildly attractive who's just, oh wow, oh geez.
Just so you know, she's worth $16 million.
Yeah,
Wow.
she's
Reportedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Here's something that really bothers me about YouTube now, is that a lot of the main people that are getting publicized and upcoming are all reaction channels to other people's videos.
That's just the thing now. I mean,
now if you do that on Twitch, I understand, because you're watching it with people in a live setting and you could talk about it.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me that you're recording it for YouTube. If it's memes, I understand. To try not to laugh, those are funny. But I'm not gonna lie,
I'm one of those people though.
I love watching those. I'm not gonna sit here recording myself watching someone watch something.
Or at least
I'm one of those people.
At least do it
I'll watch it in my own time, but I'm not gonna record
I
it.
think well, Jack's film's whole claim though was that she's not adding or changing she's almost content stealing. Literally, that's almost what it is.
No, that's what she's doing.
Yeah, pretty much. That was his whole. That was his whole thing.
It's like
you're not transforming the content at all. This isn't.
Yeah, she's
you're,
not
you're,
doing.
You're
what,
literally just stealing.
She's
content.
not doing what Cinnamon Toast Ken does, where he'll take a fat minute between every little thing and he'll explain it and they'll joke about it.
Adding
real content. It's oh, we're showing up for this, not really the clips. That's just adding to it. That's the whole point of it. Well, yeah, when you get those people where they'll stop it for a second and go, didn't see that coming, and then they just start the video again, it's what? What are you doing? How is this content? Why? Why are you here?
Yeah. You want to talk about how awful Miami's offense is?
I go ahead, Skylar. Give us your hot take on Miami's offense.
I think their maneuver to use the slip and slide was foolish. I think they should go back to just doing two-hand touch on the buttocks.
Oh, on the buttocks.
That was much better technique than tackle. And also, if they try dribbling it, it might go a lot better. And then maybe. And then don't forget King Kong special. Don't forget about that one.
You can't forget about the King Kong special. That's right. That's ridiculous.
That's right.
I'm going to segue really quick into the King Kong conversation. Now, I know we weren't talking about this, but I need you to hear me out.
Okay, I'm here.
I'm a big fan of Souls-like games, like Dark Souls, Elden Ring, and stuff like that.
All right.
A game came out.
I saw that.
Skull Island.
What you're talking about?
Oh yeah.
And you play as King Kong.
No shit.
Badass.
It's mostly like a boss rush game.
Right.
Yeah, I've seen
where
it.
you just
I've seen,
go boss
I've seen
to
the
boss.
clips.
There's a boss in it that they were running late for the deadline to put out the game, to where he has a cutscene that's not even animated and it's just pictures. And it is the funniest thing I've ever watched.
From what I've seen, it is a very bad game.
What the fuck? They rushed this out, huh?
It is a $40 game, by the way.
What?
Mm-hmm.
And one of the lowest rated games in Steam,
I'm gonna look, because it was
right?
actually mostly positive last time I looked.
What? That is not what I heard.
I gotta
Hold
look
on.
this up. There's
I'm looking it
no
up right
way.
now.
I was about to say that's absurd. How are you gonna not finish a game and get high reviews?
$32, I'm sorry.
That's still ridiculous for an unfinished game.
It is now mostly negative.
Okay. All right. Yeah. No shit.
They had to get it out really quick because the demand for King Kong right now.
Oh yeah.
It
You already...
is
Well, and especially
He's-
with the NFL and college football using the maneuver, it's
Exactly.
really, the name is coming up in Google a lot, so they're like, oh my
you
god,
know
we gotta
what?
capitalize on it.
You know what?
You know?
He makes a good point. This
Yeah.
sports guy might be onto something here. He might be onto something here.
One of the reviews, this Harambe died for this.
Goddamn.
So talking about the Meg 2, I'm going to talk about another part of this movie. And
Anyways, about other bad stuff.
no, I'm going to make a redemption in this movie, but it's not there yet. So there, after he jumped off the boat, I think it was after he jumped off the ship. I don't fucking know. I don't remember. There was a parrot in a cage. He was pretty cool. He was jamming out.
Oh, that's right. There was a parrot in
Jason
that.
Statham did some fighting in a shark movie. Don't understand that. Let alone did he do it in 2 shark movies,
That's
not
fair.
just the one.
He's the shark guy.
I'm going to skip about 10 minutes of the movie because I'm not going to lie, blacked out, don't remember it. I recognize the familiar song by the Gorillaz called Dare,
Yep.
which
That's
is an
great.
amazing song.
Mm-hmm.
And they used it in a scene where they have exosuits that make them look like gorillas. Now, I'm not going to lie. I thought I was watching Advanced Warfare back in 2014 again. I was really confused.
I
And
thought
was
the
like,
suits were so goofy.
It was dumb. It was.
now, I didn't
dumb.
understand what they were going to be used for because I didn't really pay attention to the dialogue. And there was some guy speaking Asian. I forgot to turn the subtitles on, so my bad. It's kind of cringe. Holy shit, a shark appeared on screen for half a second. That was pretty cool.
In the shark movie.
Yeah,
in the shark movie.
which happened to be
Crazy.
from when the
Second
shark
time,
was in the
son of a
beginning
bitch.
to when you see a shark again is about 27 and a half minutes in a shark movie where you don't see a shark.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's-
yep. That's
Now,
about right.
Makes sense to me.
at this moment, I realize I can't get through this movie normally. And I kind of stopped paying attention. What I'm about to read you, I apologize in advance,
Do you have a quote?
has nothing to do with this fucking movie.
There we go.
So if you're ready for story time with Noah for
That's just...
it's about 8 sentences. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't use punctuation.
I'm not sure where you're going with
kind of-
this.
Forgot that I was reading it, but
Oh, don't worry. You're
at this point in the movie,
You're full screen. Take it.
an asteroid landed in my backyard. And I was very confused about what happened, so I went to go see what it was, because I didn't believe it. There was a giant shark inside of this asteroid. Twice as big as the one in the movie. We'll call him Ken. And he told me to turn off this fucking movie. I didn't understand why. Because he said this movie gives sharks a very bad rep. And by watching this, I was like, you know what? I understand. So, before he flew back home, I had to ask him, what movie should I watch? And he was getting ready to leave on his giant space rock. He's like, there are no good shark movies. But Sharknado 3 is alright. It's better than the Meg 2. I've never seen Sharknado 3. I have no idea. So I continued watching the movie at this point against his orders, and I don't really know what was happening. There's some guy swimming. He said something about a ghost. I don't remember about the ghost. I paused the movie to go get a snack. Realized I didn't pause the movie because my phone hit the space bar, so it kept going. So I checked the time, which felt like I was watching this movie forever, and it's only been 20 minutes, and I still had an hour and a half left. Tears came down my face, realizing that I still had to watch this fucking movie. At this point, I watched a shark go after a dive ship, which, get really close right now. They made a movie called The Mig, right? About Megalodon and why you don't go out on a tiny boat because there's sharks. They sent 2. They sent 2 ships to a trench where the sharks are coming from. I want you to look at Eric's reaction right now. That is exactly how I was fucking looking. Even Jason Statham agreed that this was going to be a good idea to go to the trench where the sharks are coming from. Because 8 people are going to stop this shit with no explosives. Just a boat.
It was 2 boats,
Sorry, 2 boats.
and they were submarines.
They were submarines.
Whatever. There
you
was an
wanna call them.
attempt at a jump scare. And it didn't really work out for me.
Was it the eye one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the eye. It's always.
And
the
at
eye
this
one.
point, another jump scare happened with a bigger shark. That one got me a little bit. Because they call him the apex predator. He must have fucked up Randy Orton if that's what they're calling him that. A black guy in the control room said the most real quote ever. And I'm not gonna lie. This almost made me turn off the movie. He said, "This is some dumbass shit." And I was like, bro, you got no idea.
And
For
you're
some
in the
reason, a
movie.
man blew up underwater. That was kind of fucked up.
He ain't lying.
About an hour into the movie now, maybe hour 15, you finally realize the gorilla suits are actually sea bear armor. They're not gorilla suits. I guess it was for some mining operation.
Yeah, I have no idea why that part's in there.
There was a submarine early in the movie. I forgot to talk about that. You see it again for like 10 minutes, but now it's like sunken and messed up. Sharks ignored that completely. Want nothing to do with that. But these 2 little boats, S tier. That's munch food right there. At some point, this lady got a hole in her mask and imploded.
Yeah, I remember that.
Right.
That was pretty cool. The Asian guy. Oh my god. That's about all he had to say. Maybe a tear or 2. No, after that, she never got brought up again.
And then he was trying to kill himself to bring her back to life immediately. Worshipping himself to the gods.
Now.
So you would believe that. That's how stupid that
There
movie
was still an hour left of this movie.
Yes, there was.
After all of that.
Yep.
15 minutes of it was them in the trench. Just walking. With... Sharks didn't really even attack them until they almost got to wherever the hell they were going. They're like these lizard things that you saw at the beginning of the movie that I guess still exist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
for a
ladies
movie...
and gentlemen, I'm not gonna lie. I stopped taking notes at this point because I realized how much I just do not care.
And that...
It's really bad.
That sums up the movie.
But I'm gonna tell you what I remember, which isn't a lot. At some point, they get to an island. It's like Paradise Island or something like that. Some dumbass name that they came up with last second.
Mm-hmm. Keeping it really, really basic.
Yeah. At some point, they were on an oil rig, and this black guy gets introduced, who's really cool. He's from the first movie. I remembered him after like looking at his face for 15 minutes. He was a complete bitch in the first movie. Came back, complete badass. 2 years, it's like John Wick. Like, kicking people in the face. He had a Desert Eagle in his man backpack, which looked like a women's purse.
It's a
He was
purse.
training hard.
That gun was gigantic.
Yeah.
That
It
is a
looked-
50 cal special Desert Eagle.
It
You know how
literally...
expensive those things
It
are?
literally looked like a Nerf gun spray painted silver. That's how ridiculously large it was. He was like,
And I would like to tell you,
"What's up, man?" Like, and you're like, "What the fuck is
Bro,
that?"
how do you
I have
hold that
shot
up?
one of these guns before. The fact that he was able to take it one-handed with no recoil, completely unbelievable. The worst part of the movie is that doesn't make sense.
None of it makes sense. The whole movie doesn't make sense.
I know, but I kind of
That's the worst part?
I
The
just
whole
kinda-
movie?
The sharks didn't even matter anymore.
They never did. And then there were
Sharks
9
just
of them.
obstacle.
For a
it's
movie-
like playing Raft and the shark pops up every 10 minutes.
For a movie called The Meg 2, The Trench, there was very little amount of Megs and The Trench. Very
There's
little.
Plenty
Now,
of though.
The
Plenty
trench.
of just
Give or
not
take
Meg.
about 15 to 17 minutes of screen time.
Yeah, honestly,
Where
that was
apparently these sharks are fucking and mating like crazy.
And they didn't even like really go
Which
into it with
They
the
made
trench.
no more research on that and stopped caring about
Yeah,
that.
like they didn't even give the trench like real history. They glossed over that shit real quick.
I saw
Oh, yeah.
two Megs in this movie, which I understand why there's two Megs because there's only
There was
one in the
more.
first movie.
There was like 4.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
there's a
there's
lot.
like 4 or 5 of them.
Those look like
shits.
just regular sharks.
Those are Megs.
Great white sharks on steroids.
Those are Megs.
No, but Jason Statham 1v3'd
the
like
jet
3
ski
of them.
scene.
Mm-hmm.
The
Killed.
part you've all been waiting for.
Dear Lord.
What a clusterfuck.
The worst stunt acting I've ever seen. The camera work was garbage. Jet skis don't do 360 barrel rolls in the air.
Nope.
If they hit a wave wrong, they fall. Let alone, there's a wave come at you from a 38-degree angle that's about the size of a kiddie pool, and you do a full 360 with a GoPro on your face.
I would love to point something out, and it's not just the Meg that's like guilty of this, or those movies or whatever. The trope that giant living animals, pretty big. The Meg is what, 50, 60 feet, something like that,
Give or take.
roughly.
Yeah. Throw it out. Yeah.
Can willy-nilly crash through shit without being like dazed or even punctured anything.
Nothing.
I was gonna say, with sharks, all their sensors are on their nose. So if you smack them, like they're like, "What the hell?"
Oh, let alone, like, okay, think of something comparative, right? The size of us. Okay, so the Meg just plows through a dock, right? I mean, just
No. Oh yeah.
it's like it's
Effortless.
not even there, right?
It was like his
And
fin
those
did it
poles-
too.
Those poles are like a foot thick, a giant log.
Yeah.
Now let's shrink that down to like us. Imagine running into sticks that are about let's say that, right? A dock made of like sticks and shit like
It's
that.
gonna hurt.
It's
That wouldn't even happen. We would run right into it and be like, "Oh, motherfucker! What the hell?" That like and running through like concrete walls and shit. Like, even if it were like this. No.
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 It wouldn't happen.
No.
It's just not big enough. It doesn't make any sense.
No.
So,
This whole episode's not going to be about...
and granted, again, that's not just the Meg that does that. I mean, like, for
No.
example,
Oh, there's
like
a lot.
I mean, like, superheroes in those movies do that shit all the time, and you're like, how the
Superpowers, at least you can get your head. I can wrap my head. It makes no sense as it is. I can disbelieve as much as I can, but when you're taking an actual,
It's an animal.
It's an animal. You're not even giving it super. It is an animal that can die. Like, you're not even saying it's more strong than anything.
The
like
physics of that just doesn't kill. I mean, plows through that dock like it's not even there.
Oh yeah. Like it's just dirt.
And munching through like giant pieces of metal and glass and shit, and you're like,
I would like to say, I have watched
How?
a dog at full speed try to run through a screen door and got rubber banded back.
Oh,
Damned
dude.
it.
I
That's not
let
even.
alone is a shark going through
a whole
massive
dog.
poles
I mean,
of pure wood.
yeah, not happening.
No.
No.
Some fucking Lincoln logs, that's what those are. Nothing.
They're made of balsa wood,
Now.
like breakaway wood.
Yeah, right.
There's one special part about this movie that I've been saving. The Meg 2 is supposed to be about sharks. Pirates of the Caribbean 2 introduced a giant squid called the Kraken.
That's right. It was badass.
That was really bad.
The Meg 2. Why the fuck is there a Kraken in this movie?
That's a great point, and I brought that up. And
It didn't make.
why?
And it had such an insignificant role.
They had 30 seconds of screen time.
It literally was like, oh, I don't know. Let's up the ante, bro. What's scary? A giant squid, bro.
Maybe they're
What?
setting themselves up to have another movie,
Sorry,
but it's
octopus.
based on the Kraken.
Yeah, right. The crack.
Meg-
The Meg cinematic universe.
Oh my god. I'm here for it.
It's literally called the MCU, Meg Cinematic Universe.
True.
The world's just not ready to
Yes.
hear it yet.
Yes,
The
I'm
Meg
here for
CU.
this. But I'm here
So
for
my
this. Let's
overall
do it.
score of this movie, because I don't know what happened in the last 17 minutes.
Trust
And
me.
why
Like a
is it
7 out of 10. No, it's like
Nope.
like a 3.
How about a 3? Give it a 3.
3 out of 10.
Ooh, I don't know, man. That's a 2 for me
Now-
easily, dude. I can't.
I rewatched some of the parts that I think I missed just to see if I could piece it back together.
Sure.
So I rewatched the first half hour. I was able to understand a little bit more about some things that were happening.
Mm-hmm.
The toxic waste was not toxic waste. Apparently, it was supposed to leave a trail, and there was like stuff inside of the barrels that was supposed to help him get something bigger, which is what the submarine was for.
Right.
But then they just stopped there and went somewhere else. So yeah, I'm keeping it at a 3 just for like the first 30 minutes of the movie.
I just realized that
That's
Noah's
all I've
screen's
got.
fucked up.
You're welcome.
My screen's fucked up.
I fixed it. No, that was on me. He's just like, hey, here's his screens. I'm like, oh shit.
So how long was my screen fucked up?
Oh no, it
It
wasn't.
was
It was like
just-
cut off like halfway. That's why I'm like, oh damn it.
Oh,
Yeah, you were
okay,
just very
'cause-
short.
I mean, yeah, it's still about actual size.
Ladies and gentlemen, the average American male height is 5'8", which was updated 4 years ago. I am 5'6".
You are below average.
I'm not getting any fucking taller.
He is a short individual.
I have dislocated my knee 5 times, which has therefore scraped off 2 centimeters of bone to my knee, which makes me even fucking shorter.
You are a wee lad.
Ow.
It's
I'm not even mad at the pain anymore. I'm just mad. It's like, fuck, there it goes again. Another centimeter. I'm done for.
I'm done for.
that's it.
Gonna
I'm
need
just gonna
platformers
shrink.
soon for one shoe.
Oh my god. I'm gonna need that fake leg soon. Screw it. Just when you gonna get your knees? Just get both your knees replaced at this point. You're nice and old enough.
That's why I don't go outside, man.
Old man over here breaking his
Hi,
legs
Bowie.
and shit. Yeah, special guest Bowie in the house. Can't forget about her.
Smile like.
Yes. She's over here. She's
Meanwhile, my mascot's over here passed out. He's snoring.
I saw
I
him
know you
kicking.
can't hear him.
I don't have a mascot. Maybe I'll get a bird.
Oh, you should get a parrot in there. Oh, there you go.
Your podcast sucks.
All right, your fly's down.
The parrot in that movie though was a highlight for me because he was grooving.
He was
Yeah, he's
vibing.
pretty good.
He was vibing.
Yeah, overall, terrible movie. Like I said, I couldn't make it through the rest of it. I ended up leaving around the same time as you. It genuinely made me mad.
Great movie.
So what movie do you want me to watch next and give a whole review on?
Oh dear lord.
Christ, I need to figure out what.
Because the next movie I'm watching that's coming out is the Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
Oh please, give me that.
I'm
You
I'm
know
actually
that's
interested with
That's
that.
gonna suck. It's gonna
No.
suck.
I think it's gonna be alright. There's some pretty decent actors in it.
Hey Noah, so far you're 0 for 1 right now in your predictions, so I'm not gonna really take your fucking point of view yet. Noah's next
It's okay.
review, and he's gonna be like, "I have fucked up yet again."
Well, the thing is that Isaiah's gonna be up here with me,
Oh shit.
and we already have this mapped out.
Oh boy.
So it's not gonna be an honest review. Is
It's
the best
gonna
way I
be
can
an
put it.
honest review.
So I vigorously the other day.
That's fine.
We can keep
Yeah,
that
that was
in.
totally fine.
We
We're
can keep
keeping
that
that
in.
in.
We can keep
No,
that
I'm
in.
not gonna keep-
That's fine.
What? That's him. I don't give a shit. He can do whatever he wants.
Go nuts.
I
man.
didn't, because that was the day I watched the Meg 2 and there was nothing there.
Oh my god. All right, gentlemen. Any last final thoughts that you want to throw out there before we
This
end
whole
this one?
episode really was about the Meg 2.
It really was about the. I kind of figured that's how it would go. It's a really bad movie, and honestly,
How long have we been recording?
well, we're going on 50 minutes.
I hope they make a Meg 3.
Oh, I hope they do too. I'll watch it.
I hope they don't.
I hope they do so we can all watch it
I
together.
think the first one came out in like 19.
Oh, we'll do a live reaction stream. There you go.
That moved me.
You
it
cannot
made me hate
stream
my
it.
life.
I never
was
said
about to say.
You don't no. Reaction, not watch the fucking.
Actually, you
movie right
could if it's on Amazon Prime and you do it through Twitch. You can watch party.
there. You can
Just people have to have. Yeah, you just have to have because Twitch and Amazon are partnered.
Well, shit.
That's true.
So as long as you are using Prime, you can sign into Twitch and watch party with people.
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
I'm not
just
fucking doing it.
Keep your ears out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that, but
You were gonna do it.
it's a nice option.
We're gonna do it.
And
I'm gonna
just
make
so
you.
know.
It's like trying to make me sit down and watch a movie.
Oh, I can do it.
Okay.
Let's be like, come on, we're gonna take shots every time you see a shark.
I need movie recommendations though because I'm running out.
Dude, go watch the Gremlins again.
If you want to
First
watch
one's great.
if you want
I
to
don't
watch
like the
a
other
good
ones.
shark movie,
Jaws,
Deep
bro.
Blue Sea.
Deep Blue Sea was a good shark movie.
Deep Blue Sea. Is
I like
great.
that one.
Have you ever seen
Yes.
Crawl?
Being in my skin. I'm sorry now.
Crawl? I don't think so.
It's move. I think it takes place in Florida where like a big hurricane hits, but it happens to where a bunch of alligators come up to people's neighborhoods from the storm.
Nice.
Oh no, I haven't seen that.
It is so good.
Let's look at that. Is that like the giant
Like,
croc? Is that
As
not
a horror movie, it's really good.
I have to say, I need a new good horror movie to watch. There's just nothing
Cool.
like. I mean, like
a-
newer.
There's
I
a lot
want
of
you to
good-
watch this, and then next episode you're doing a whole review about Crawl.
My God, is that what this podcast will just become? Is just movie reviews?
Movie reviews.
Sweet
No, please
Jesus.
no.
No, yeah, right. Please, God, no.
Welcome to another food review.
Yeah, we'll have to make that a whole separate podcast.
And as much as I have time to do more podcasts right now,
I always have time.
and actually, editor, write this down. Maybe you
Quick,
could-
write it down.
write it down. Ready? In your blood. I need you to write.
Okay.
And yes, I'm still keeping my promise. At some point this month, I will stream something.
I know. I'm
It's
eventually.
the sacred knife.
Just so you know. And I'm going to show everybody. Steve kicked it to the side of the bed. Hold on.
Let's go. Sabotage. Sabotage.
Yeah,
Well, good morning, Steve.
Good night,
Sabotaging
Stefan.
my... I'm
So-
trying to keep the headphones on.
This man's reaching with the cord right now. He's trying to get it. Steve's ass is in his face.
Hey, buddy.
Steve
I
was...
found the cord, which is the reason I've been procrastinating about streaming.
So now he's going to be streaming, folks.
Here's
Shameless plug.
$35 for a replacement. I wasn't doing that.
And Eric, where can they find his streams?
They can go find
And
his...
because I haven't started yet.
Right, but I hate
We'll
you.
be able to find it.
You can go over on Twitch at the Wagon Man, right? Is that what it is? Or
Yes.
just the Wagon?
All lowercase.
The Wagon Man?
Yep.
Yeah,
all
that one.
lowercase.
The Wagon Man, you can see his thing on
I
his
keep
name.
forgetting that there's not numbers after it.
You can also
I really got to change that.
You can also go check out Skylar and I's gameplay. Skylar has stuff at Captain Peaches on YouTube. I have stuff at Don't Laugh Gaming on YouTube as well. Hey, just because what is it? Battle Block's done. You don't have to. You can still come watch us. It's okay. We're gonna start doing other content soon.
I
Just so you
personally
know.
really like the Contraband.
Contraband's been doing good, guys. Go check that
I
out. I'm
didn't
trying to
want
get
Battle
Skylar.
Block
I
to
want
end.
Skylar to play it too because I think that'd be really fucking fun.
I didn't want Battle Block to end.
I didn't want Battle Block to end.
That makes one of us.
Whoa.
It didn't
It's still
end.
pretty.
It didn't
It's still.
end. It
It's
didn't
still
end.
open ended. It can come back.
It's just we're taking a break. We're not,
Yeah.
it's not case closed or anything like that. We're still good.
Yeah, the door's not completely closed. It's still open.
We just need to
Wait,
take a
wait.
minute because my God, we're gonna fucking blow.
All right, that you can't say.
Then bleed that.
That's
part
gonna
out.
have to be bleeped.
Dude, thank God we have a great editor who works.
He's
for
going
free.
to unalive himself
Yep.
in game.
in game. F for unalive. F for unalive. Oh, but anyway, guys.
All F4 of existence.
Oh my good God. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. It's been nice seeing everyone again. I hope everyone's going to take care. Stay safe out there. And you guys want to do this again?
No.
No?
Not until the Big 3 comes out.
Have
And
a
then
good.
make 3 comes out, I'll think about it.
Oh my good God. Have a good one, guys. Later.
Peace.
Your podcast sucks.